Hey, I'm Alex.
And I'm Harley.
This is Should You Need Us, your cosmic invitation to the absurd, the obscure, and the astonishingly weird.
Let the oddities begin. Another thing that I wrote down. Do you know what T-Pain's doing?
T-Pain is teaming up with Crocs.
Yes, he's
to
making...
make the boots with the fur. Yeah, I saw.
I was like, oh my god. And I thought of you when I saw that. I was like, are you going to get those?
Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, it's not really my style. They kind of look like Uggs.
They do look like Uggs. But I thought maybe since Crocs.
I know, I probably would. I just... My Croc life, my sciatica has been so bad, I can't keep rocking the Crocs.
Yeah.
I have to have more supportive shoes.
You gotta go for the dance goes.
I try, I know, Harley.
Old lady dance shoes, or old lady nurse shoes.
Weirdly enough, and it's probably because my feet are used to being in Crocs every day, but I wore Danskos to work the other day, and I swear it made my foot and back pain worse.
Really?
Yeah, I wore my actual name brand Danskos to an 8-hour day of standing and doing hair, and I was in more pain.
Okay, so maybe not dance goes.
I'll find something.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, listeners.
But no longer Crocs.
Shout us out your shoe recommendations for arch and back support.
Yes, please. And also just shoe recommendation because that's my weakness. I love a good pair of shoes.
That's my weakness, and that's why I keep wearing fashion over function. And if I tell one more doctor or physical therapist like what shoes I'm wearing, yeah, like everyone's basically like, you're the problem. And I'm like, I know. Thank you. Continuing to be the problem.
Yeah. You know, it's good that at least you're taking accountability, like Charlie Sheen in this new documentary. Have you seen that?
Beautiful, beautiful segue, Harley. That is amazing. No, I have not seen Charlie Sheen's new documentary. Would you like to tell me about it?
He just is, I'm proud of him, you know, from where he's come. From, like, Tiger Blood to Winning.
Winning! That's the last Charlie Sheen reference I even have, is Winning.
Well, yeah, he just came out with a new documentary, and the people recording him are talking about, like, oh, you did this and this and this, and he was like, I don't remember that, but sounds like me. So, yeah, I did that.
Wow. Well, at least he's taking accountability for things he can't remember.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's why I was like, oh, yeah, you are taking accountability for your body and your shoe choice, and just like Charlie Sheen's taking accountability for his drug choice.
As I smoke a joint and drink my Monster Energy drink, me and Charlie Sheen are kindred spirits.
You guys are both winning.
Speaking of Charlie Sheen, didn't you tell me something about the Silver Surfers? Or Sniffers?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them are surfing too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a given.
Apparently, like, cocaine usage among, like, 50, 60-plus-year-olds has gone up, like, a third. And they're called the Silver Sniffers.
I blame Brat Summer.
Oh, yeah. Was that all about cocaine? Is that what Brat Summer was about?
Oh. Harley. Yeah. I think Charlie XCX partakes in a wee bit of the sniffing.
The sniffing,
like
nose candy.
365 Party Girl is basically about there's a song called Bumpin' That.
I don't.
She's like, we're bumping that. Like, yeah, no, they're
I don't think I've ever listened to her music.
Like, it's like cocaine worship. So cocaine's having like a renaissance right now with the club kids.
Well, I heard the club kids are just taking shots of coffee and not doing any drugs or drinking.
Coffee and ketamine. It's the new
that's
drug.
That's the mix. Wow. I'm so out of the scene. I had no idea. I'm out of the scene for the old people. I'm not doing cocaine. I'm out of the scene for the young people. I'm not doing ketamine or listening to Charlie XX.
Drinking the espresso, or are they like boofing the espresso?
They're drinking it.
Oh my god, even more boring.
Yeah, they're just taking shots of espresso. So we're on two sides of the spectrum right now. where old people are just snorting shit left and right, and then the young people are taking shots of espresso, which I am taking shots of espresso on the daily, but I'm not then going to a rave and partying off of that, because I take a shot of espresso and then I say it's nap time.
True ADHD life. Yeah, I probably do about, max 4 shots a day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like usually all at once in one big iced dirty chai. But yeah, if I drink coffee like later in the day, it does make me just want to take a nap. There's not like a resurge of energy. So I can see early in the day when you already have energy, take a bunch of espresso shots and then just like keep dancing the afternoon away. Do they do these during the day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Mindless self-indulgent song. I like my coffee black just like my metal.
The bass,
The rock, the mic, the treble. I like my coffee black just like my metal.
Wow, leave that in there. Leave that in there.
I'll get to the story. So, to cite my sources, Wikipedia, Smithsonian Magazine, findagrave.com, the Horror Collection, vetted.show, thestate.com, and the City of Bishopville website. So we're going to rewind to the summer of 1988 in Browntown, South Carolina. A resident wakes up to find their car mauled. Deep gouges, teeth marks, the kind of damage that, like, Cujo couldn't even do.
To a piece of metal? A car?
Yeah, a car. Mm-hmm. And an 80s car at that, which those things were just hunks of metal.
Mm-hmm.
So here enters Sheriff Lyle Truesdale. So he starts asking around, and a bunch of locals start describing a 7-foot-tall creature with glowing red eyes. Some say it's covered in scales, others say it's just caked in mud. But either way, it's giving, like, swamp monster chic, you know?
Oh, I have a feeling I know what this story
you might know
is.
the story. Okay. So, Truesdale, just kind of, like, as he's hearing all of this, shrugs and says, well, if you hear anything about a wrecked car or see a giant lizard roaming around, just give me a ring. And then a few days later, on July 16th, a local named Tommy Davis shows up at the sheriff's office with his 17-year-old son, Chris. And Chris has a story, and it's a doozy.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, as Chris tells it, he was driving home from his late-night shift at McDonald's. It's 2 a.m., he's tired, and so he decides to take a shortcut down a rural road that runs alongside Scape Ore Swamp. Which already, I'm like, that's a bad move, Chris. Bad move.
Yeah, never take the shortcut by the swamp home.
At 2 a.m.?
At 2 a.m. alone?
When you're tired?
Male privilege.
Exactly. So, of course, while on this rural road by a swamp, he gets a flat tire. But I feel like this is just like the intro to a scary movie. It's that starter pack right here. But as he's changing it, he hears like rapid, heavy footsteps rushing up behind him. He looks up and boom! A 7-foot-tall green creature with 3 fingers, red eyes. It's wet and has like snake-like scales, and it's charging at him.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. So Chris jumps in his car, and then the creature leaps onto the roof of his car. And the creature's hanging on, and Chris is swerving around like he's auditioning for, like, Fast and the Furious Swamp Drift. And then eventually... the creature tumbles off and disappears into the dark.
This is not what I thought you were going to say. I thought this was Mothman.
No, I do love Mothman, but this one is less known than Mothman, so I wanted to cover this. And also, so I'm going to show you this picture. So as Chris is telling this story, he pulls out a drawing that he did of the creature.
Oh, I can't wait for this. This will be posted on the Instagram. Oh my god. Wow, it does have 3 fingers and it appears to be very large.
Yeah. It looks like that could be 7 feet.
Yeah, that like the scale just from this drawing, I can tell it's a long creature and it has a very pointy head.
Yeah. So, and I love that it says, picture of what attacked Christopher Davis.
Oh my god.
So, so he pulls out that drawing, shows the sheriff, and Sheriff Truesdale is like, oh my god, another sighting of this creature. Like, it has to be true. And he gives Chris a polygraph test to, like, just make sure he's telling the truth. And Chris passes the polygraph test. So, also, remember, this is, like, a very small town in South Carolina. So, news spreads really fast. Sightings of the lizard, like, explode. Over 100 reports flooded in that summer. People claim the lizard man, like, stalked them through their windows. They saw the lizard man, like, walking across the highway, and he even, like, attacked the livestock. And a pilot even canceled his flight because he saw the lizard man on the runway.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would cancel my flight too. I'd be like, I'm either seeing a real lizard man or I'm seeing a lizard man. So I need to not drive a plane.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would not want my pilot seeing a lizard man or seeing a lizard man. So, good move, pilot. Good move.
Wow.
And then so the local radio stations even got involved, and they offered $1 million reward for anyone who could capture the lizard man alive. And then suddenly everyone's like a cryptid hunter after that, you know.
Yeah, $1 million? Catch me out there hunting for the lizard man.
Right? And so, like, all the locals are at the swamp, armed and ready to go. And then even, like, merch pops up. Like, people are selling mugs and T-shirts.
I break for lizard man.
Yeah. I want that. Bumper sticker.
I'm imagining him to look like Jake. Jake the lizard boy from the Marshes Museum.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Oh, out in Long Beach.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we should make that I break for the lizard man bumper sticker.
Okay, yes. Find it on our merch site.
Yeah. Now we're going to make merch of the lizard man. We're
like
jumping on the bandwagon.
Browntown. What? Where are we at?
Browntown, South Carolina.
Wow. What a name.
Yeah, we might be, 30 years too late? 80s, 90s, 40.
No, it's never too late for the lizard man.
But even, like, a South Korean newspaper calls Sheriff Truesdale and interviews him. So
Wow.
This is, like, international news.
Global.
Mm-hmm.
Global icon.
Yeah. So now we have Kenneth Orr. He is an airman from Shaw Air Force Base. And then he claimed he saw the lizard man on Highway 15, shot it, and he even brought in scales and blood as proof.
Bullshit.
Yeah, they were just fish scales. They, like, tested that, and they were like, these are fish scales, and this blood is... We don't know what the blood is, but it's not lizard man blood.
It is either cow or menstrual.
Probably. And then he gets charged with filing a false police report and unlawfully carrying a pistol.
Wow.
So that backfired. He was like, I'm trying to get this $1 million.
They're taking the lizard man thing very seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so some years pass. A lot of years pass, actually, because this was in 88. And then in 2008, exactly 30 years later, a couple in Bishopville, South Carolina, which is close to Browntown, reports that there's damage on their car from, like, a creature, and there's blood on it. And they say, like, it was a lizard man. Like, we were driving and we hit the lizard man. And so they're like, oh my god, he's back 30 years later. So they're testing the blood, and it turns out they actually just hit a dog.
Aww. What the fuck? How do you think that's a lizard man?
Oh no.
They just wanted to blame the lizard man for their murderous actions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then no more sightings or anything. And then in 2015, a woman was leaving church in Bishopville, and she sees the lizard man, and she snaps a photo with her iPhone. And I'm going to show you the picture that she took with her iPhone in 2015.
This is the thing with cryptids. I know they're hard to photograph. That's their whole thing. But with the amount of technology we have these days, There's no fucking way we haven't captured a picture of these bitches yet.
Well, if they only come out every 30 years.
Well, where do they go?
The swamp.
Oh, and iPhones don't work very well in a swamp.
No, unless you got to carry a pound of rice with you, you know?
Or use, like, I don't know, a waterproof camera.
Okay, so this is the image that she took.
You're joking.
It was on the news.
Oh my god, that looks like a teenage mutant ninja turtle.
And so she sent that picture in an email to the press. And in the email, she says, "My hand to God, I'm not making this up."
My hand to God. Wow, you're going straight to hell, lady.
Yeah. So some claim that the lizard man still terrorizes the town. The last sighting was in 2021. A motorcyclist claims that he saw lizard man just running down the street. And so not everyone believes in the lizard man. Some say it was just a crocodile. Some say aliens. Some believe it could be mass hysteria. Bigfoot hunters think that it's actually Bigfoot and people just misidentified him.
He's just having like a bout of eczema.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just a little dry.
Yeah, he's just a little dry. Yeah. In South Carolina.
Bigfoot has psoriasis and everyone's calling him a lizard.
Aw, I would be hiding too.
Aww. Oh my gosh, you guys. Do not body shame Bigfoot and call him a scaly lizard man.
Rude.
Also, if there really is a lizard man, I wonder if there are lizard women and multiple children. Like, this implies that there is a whole race of lizard people living out there.
This probably wasn't the same lizard person.
Does this have anything to do with, like, the lizard people that they think run the government?
No, I think this is completely different.
Okay, separate race of lizard people.
Yeah.
Good to know.
There's a bunch of different lizard kinds out there, you know?
Well, has this been categorized and given, like, a cryptid name, or are they just calling him Lizard Man?
They just call him Lizard Man.
I feel like I want to believe in the Lizard Man, but this has got to just be a case of, like, yeah, like, mass hysteria, or people, maybe they are making up, like, the creature of the Black Lagoon is, like, in their mind.
You know? I choose to believe in the Lizard Man.
Gaslight the lizard
or
people. Maybe they've seen...
I like your theory about Bigfoot. I think that...
Just like a dry Bigfoot?
Yeah, I think it might just be a dry Bigfoot.
A dry Bigfoot!
Someone get him some lotion.
Yeah, it's just an unmoisturized Sasquatch walking around.
Mm-hmm. I do have a plot twist. This was in the 80s. So investigator Alicia Lutz later suggested that what Chris saw was actually a farmer, Mr. Elmore, a butterbean farmer guarding his shed after a string of thieves. The farmer said he heard a tire blow and then walked up the road, and then he saw Chris. Chris screamed and sped off.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah.
Does this man happen to have amputated fingers?
Red eyes?
Red eyes? Maybe he was just really stoned and he's missing a couple digits.
I mean, he was getting off of McDonald's at 2 a.m., his shift at McDonald's, so he might have been on his way home,
Why the farmer was stoned and had red eyes?
Oh, yes, yeah, probably. And maybe he was missing a few digits.
Missing a couple fingers, because he's a farmer. He lost them.
Yeah, they didn't specify how many fingers this farmer had.
This is the key right here. That is actually, to me, the weirdest part about this is that the person, Chris, the 17-year-old, drew those 3 very distinct fingers on both hands. That's kind of the most terrifying part to me.
Yeah. Yeah, because Bigfoot has more than 3 fingers.
I'm pretty positive Bigfoot has, like, very human-like hands.
Yes, he does.
So this is a pretty strong distinction.
So it's not Bigfoot.
And the claw marks in the vehicles, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that Bigfoot has large talons.
No, I don't think so.
I think he has normal, like, ape-like keratin-based fingernails. I think that's what all nails are based out of.
And Bigfoot is, he wouldn't have sharp talons.
Have like big retractable claws. Were there claws in the drawing, or were they just round, stubby fingers? I think it had claws.
Yeah, I think they were like pointy fingers. There's no distinction between like finger, hand, nail. You know, it was a very 2D.
This feels like it might be the clue.
Oh, nope, there are nails.
Yeah, they're pointy.
Yeah, those are claws.
Like a Sleestack.
It does look like a Sleestack. Land of the Lost.
I do think there are many different types of aliens that have been witnessed on our planet. Like, they have all the grays and, like, maybe this is just a type of alien.
Now that you said Sleestack, sorry, I'm so easily, like, convinced, but I think it's a Sleestack now.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, well, that's exactly what the drawing looks like. Yeah.
Sleestack.
What is their goal, the Sleestacks? Do they have, like,
to mess with stoned kids changing tires?
But, like, in Land of the Lost, what do they do? Do they cause harm? Are they good?
They have, like, little bows, and they, like, bow and arrows, and they shoot bow and arrows at the family that is trapped in Land of the Lost.
Okay.
Except there is one very advanced Sleestack that I think's from the future, and his name's Enoch, and he's, like, silver and not green, and he's in at least one episode and comes, and it's just like, I have a prophecy.
Ooh, okay. I feel like I'm leaning towards it being a Sleestack now. If we were going to have to give it a category, I feel like that might be...
That'd be so cool if Sleestacks were real. I loved those things when I was little.
Well, it was very real to each person that witnessed this event. Yeah. Chris passed a polygraph test, so it was very real to him.
It was very real to him.
Made a drawing unprompted too, which is that just shows someone was terrified. Like to be like, I have to draw this right now. I mean, either this thing really was there and he really was terrified, or he was so high and he was like, oh my god. Like, I remember leaving myself weird notes and drawings in my early days of smoking weed. So
yeah, and this was the 80s.
Yeah, so that weed was chronic.
Yeah. And I do have one last, or two last little tidbits, but I just want to say that Sheriff Truesdale died at 86 years old, but they made sure to add his lizard man investigation to his obituary. And then the town still leans into, like, the local cryptid. There's themed restaurants and an annual festival called Stomp.
Stomp?
Because the lizard man, stomps around.
Yeah, and he comes from the swamp. The swamp stomp.
Swamp stomp.
Wow. Each city has to have its little cryptid, you know? Everyone's got their little thing. They've got their little Nessie. Some towns have their own little lake monsters and swamp monsters.
Yeah, we have the giant octopus under the Narrows Bridge. Jawless Jerry. Would he be considered a cryptid?
You know what? Yeah. I would put Jawless Jerry in the cryptid category. At least, for sure, an icon, a legend in the, like, spooky world. Oh, that poor coyote.
I know. Jawless Jerry was a coyote that roamed Tacoma, and he didn't have a jaw.
Yeah, and I do believe the coyote was a girl and was found by a local animal lover who buried her.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I do know the person who posted about this, but again, this was like, what, 2 years ago? How long ago did Jawless Jerry pass away? Do you remember?
I think like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, but someone I follow on social media, like, actually posted the proof of her being buried. So, I'm like, was she a cryptid? Because she was held by humans and then buried.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would... I don't know. I gotta look up the definition of what exactly a cryptid is, I guess.
Well, now she's a cryptid. So.
Now, she's a cryptid now.
I want that for her.
I already have a story planned for you next week that we're gonna take a field trip after my story next week.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna take you somewhere.
Oh, boy.
Rain or shine, baby.
Oh, boy. Wow, stay tuned for that, y'all. I'm very excited.
Yeah, so we'll tell the story and then we'll document our adventure.
Next Tuesday. Stay tuned.
Should you need us.
Should you need us. Episode 5.
Well, that's our show. I'm Harley.
And I'm Alex.
And don't forget to read the signs, dodge the curses, question everything, and laugh loud.
And remember, should you need us, we'll be here.
That was my Charlie Sheen voice. Kids these days are not winning.
No one's winning anymore.